Welcome to the Drivetime show, live from the Europa Conference League final. It's Le Championes, Crystal Palace. Championes.
That is the worst intro to the pod I've ever seen. Can you get your shirt back on?
I'm putting my shirt back.
I like what you did. You took it off and then you got body conscious. And then you're white with that bum. Your skin is white as hell, fam.
Your legs are...
But my legs are
Your legs
brown,
are
bro.
white as
My legs are proud. They're gonna do a march.
Your legs...
Look at them, man. They're
Your legs
powerful
are telling the
bro.
top half of you to remigrate now, bro.
Nah, man. These legs, bro. These legs are gonna do a sit.
Yeah.
Don't you worry about that, man.
Oh, well, I'm
Million leg march.
Still.
Yeah, how you been? So your team won the?
Fucking,
your team won a cup.
Yeah, we won a conference.
My team won a championship.
Who's your team?
PSG.
When did you ever become a PSG fan?
Fuck, I've been a fan of Paris Football Club for yonks.
Were you out there rioting?
They're rioting. I literally just got the Eurostar.
You and all the other. Yep.
Yep. I was there.
Import third world. Third world.
I was there, mate. I saw a lot of white faces too. Don't get it twisted.
There was a few whites.
There was a whites, right?
The what?
Yeah. No, I was burning a line bike.
Yeah. Out there smashing up the city.
Them English. There's a bunch of Arsenal fans, and they were just. You can see they look so sad. The PSG fans are just screaming at them.
Oh,
it was fucking horrible. Yeah, the thing is, because it's a thing I don't enjoy.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's quite open. I don't get football. I don't really like football. I don't care about football. So to see the passion on some people, like I'm seeing grown men crying.
Yeah, it's a weird...
People we know are crying over a fucking football game.
It's a weird one because to make so much of your... I get it. The problem Arsenal face, and sorry for this to become a football-heavy podcast.
Yeah, we're only doing football for the first 5 and then we're going to come off.
The problem like it faces that Arsenal have, Arsenal are like the cultural identity team of London. Like they are. I know.
More than West Ham?
By miles.
West Ham is a real he's from West Ham.
No, but like London,
Millwall, fucking Millwall.
No, but London, like to support people move to London and choose Arsenal. It's like there's this great video I watched of the penalty shootout, and it was showing the fans, and Gyökeres scores the first penalty, and all these girls who have like just suddenly become Arsenal fans, that they're like, woo, yeah. And there's this bloke at the back. There's these 2 blokes who are like they're proper football fans. Like they're not celebrating a goal because they know it's a penalty shootout. So they're like head in hands. Like, and I'm like, that is, as a football fan, and this is going to happen in the World Cup. I'm going to come watch a game here. Big Belly will be open for the World Cup, people. Give the shout.
Big Belly is open for the World Cup.
For the World Cup, come here, smash the place up.
They actually
when we go out to Uzbekistan. Yeah, attack. You can go up to Mooch and attack. He's from round there.
Attack the staff, smash up the toilets. He don't care. Smash up the gaff. Do you know? Do you know if you want free booze, what you got to do is you got to jump behind the bar and take it. That's what you got to
do. Don't do that. Let's not.
Everyone come.
There's going to be an edit.
Just make sure when you're doing it, you scream drive time, drive time, drive time, drive time.
No, but you'll have this here. We'll be like, it'll be 0-0 against Mexico. Go to a penalty shootout. And what happens is, I've had this before, like you're with your girl or something, you're watching a match, she's getting into, because the World Cup is easy to get into because the investment you spend in for time to mean something is very minimal. It's all the games mean something, especially when it gets to knockout. So it's very easy to understand. Mm. So when like a penalty shootout happens and someone scores the first goal in a penalty shootout and everyone's, yeah, it's like when you're a real football fan, you know, like it's the same as like when England scored in the first minute against Italy. Every real football fan, you celebrate and you go, fuck, we scored too early. Like it's too early. But you'll be with a bunch of people who don't watch football who are then like, we're going to win, and you're like, football changes so fucking quickly.
Them dogs don't get it.
They don't, but you have to put up with that during, and do you know what? It's the only time I really understand why people get mad about cultural appropriation. Because sometimes I look at when people say things as cultural appropriation and I'm like, oh, but we're just trying to appreciate the culture. It's like, no. My culture isn't your costume. And that's what I feel like with football at times. It's not
your culture.
It is my culture.
It's not your culture.
It is my culture.
Literally talking about years and years and years. And cultural appropriation comes from the idea of racism and stealing and all this. And you, because you're thick and you like people kicking a ball around and you like putting on the top and going, and now you're sitting there saying it's cultural appropriation. You are fucking scum for saying that. Genuinely, that's the most disgusting thing I've ever. And the fact that you sat there and said it with a straight face, you are fucking.
It is
stupid.
cultural appropriation.
You're the stupidest person I've ever.
No, it's not. It is.
How fucking dare you sit there and say that's the same as putting on a bindi?
No, but
are you out of your fucking mind, bruv?
well, you see how you feel at carnival when a white guy turns up with one of them dreadlocks hats. That's how I feel when some tart turns up in a Saka shirt, like at the World Cup. That's how I feel.
Fucking idiot.
No, it's and it's hard because it is cultural appropriation.
It's not cultural. How is it cultural appropriation?
Because it's my culture.
It's not your culture.
It is my culture.
It's a team that you chose to support.
I didn't choose to support. Okay,
You
but
didn't choose to support.
some people choose to be part of a culture.
How can you choose to be part of Indian culture?
Because
you're Indian.
No,
You're born into it.
No, you're born into it, but you could choose another one if you so wanted. You could choose to be German if you were Indian, if you wanted to. That you could. There's a lot of things you could choose. I'm telling you now, it's cultural. It's the same thing. I get it. I get it.
You don't get it.
I do get it.
If you got it, you wouldn't be saying
no, because it is cultural appropriation.
Fuck off.
Though the people, it's like people who went to the Arsenal parade who aren't Arsenal fans. It's cultural appropriation.
It's a laugh. Like it's just a bunch of.
But how do you feel about people who don't understand the struggles that people have gone through to then turn up to carnival?
Struggle.
It is. I think
watching a foot.
Palace is a struggle. I think being a Palace fan is for the years when we were in administration is very similar to Jim Crow.
And do you know what? And do you know I wish happened? You went in administration and then you hung yourself.
I've been being a Palace fan. You didn't have to go through the years where it was like Paddy McCarthy's not being paid, Julius Baroni's not being paid, Joel Ward, they're not being paid. They're playing for the love of the team. Parish comes in. Harriet Tubman of football. It's the same thing. And I think you're actually a bad person for not understanding. I think you're a bad person. You're choosing to be glib. You're choosing to be.
Am I a glibby boy?
You're a glibby boy, bro. You're a glibby boy.
I don't know. I think you're a fucking idiot, but sure, it's not illegal.
It's well, I think, but it is. It's hard, and I'm coming from the angle of like I understand now.
No, you don't.
I do understand.
The fact that you don't how was the trip?
It was good.
How was the trip?
It was very good.
This argument with you.
It was very. There's no argument to be had.
Elliot, stop. How? Genuinely, I'll stop the podcast. How was the trip? Genuinely.
First week we're doing Patreon and we don't even make it.
Yeah.
Because we
put our Instagram post, the drive time has ended.
Because Elliot decided to compare being a Crystal Palace fan to Jim Crow era in football. No, it was fucking good, man. It was good fun. It was my first European away day. Going out there was great. Got to Berlin.
Packed.
Pardon?
Packed.
Rammed. Berlin, got to say, I was only there for a little bit. Beautiful city.
It's nice, man.
Like,
did you go east or west?
I went to both. Okay. So I was staying in the west.
Big difference.
Big difference.
Because one, I think, is it the one
West was
the one that was communist is like the hipster one.
That's East Berlin.
That's the hipster one.
Yeah.
And the one that was capitalist was like is just like the posh area.
Yeah. So I was staying in like the sort of Ballum of Berlin, if you will.
Yeah.
It was nice. And then I went over to East. Really cool fucking city. You can get on the transport for free, which then people message me, do not do that. Like you're meant to pay for it. So they haven't got ticket barriers.
Yeah.
So I thought.
Is it like an honor system?
Well, this is what I thought. And then a few people messaged me who live in Berlin because I put up like, oh, the transport's free. They're like, no. They have ticket inspectors who get on a train. And if you haven't got a ticket, they'll beat the fuck out of you.
Oh.
And it's a little bit like, right, Germany and trains haven't got the best of history.
He comes on the train and says, let me see your plate.
Yeah, literally. And I'm like, listen, as someone of Jewish heritage, I'm getting my free, you owe me.
I don't know if you ever see, because since obviously what happened when they were naughty people, they were naughty boys over there in old German, in Deutschland. But when you, and the thing, you go Germany and it's all very sort of nice and everyone's quite friendly. And then sometimes you'll see videos of the police. And they don't fuck around, man.
They
Still got some of it in them.
Yeah, well, I think Germany, the way I describe it, like, I think it's a brilliant country. It treats you like an adult. So, but if you take the piss with it, they clamp down.
Yeah.
So Germany is, hey, if you want to buy a beer in whatever shop you're in, if you want to get cigarettes, if you want to smoke on a train platform, that's fine. Just throw it away. Don't be a dickhead. Yeah. Problem is when you're English, you're immediately, no one's gonna fucking tell me what to do.
Yeah,
give me, yeah, and we can't. But I didn't see any like bad behavior.
Well, when you went to Stuttgart?
No, I went to Leipzig. Again, beautiful city. It seemed actually quite. Usually, when you go to Germany, it's like, oh, this area is really built up. I wonder why. Oh, because we bombed the fuck out of it.
Yeah.
Like we gave them a.
But they'll give them fucking.
You fucking.
Giving all of that.
You want to? Yeah.
My great grandfather had to go over there and fucking smash that a bit.
Take that, Dresden, a city of no significance to the war whatsoever. Do you know about Dresden?
No.
So Dresden, right? We did one of the biggest, I think, apart from maybe the Tokyo bombings and Hiroshima and Nagasaki, was one of the biggest civilian deaths of firebombing. Like the British flew over, bombed the place, but the way we bombed it was the first bombs were just to shatter the windows to create this airflow. So everyone's like, all right, the bombing's over, and then we sent over the bit of As Your Father, and we sent over these firebombs. It got so hot, people melted on the street, so everyone ran to the reservoir because they were like, we'll get in a reservoir, it's cool. The reservoir got so hot, it like boiled and evaporated with everyone in it, and the British did that. And after the war, Churchill went, yeah, we shouldn't have done that. He was like, yeah, we shouldn't have.
It's only when you hear about war, you go, yeah, we should not do that.
Yeah. Like afterwards, all the pilots just had PTSD knowing what they'd done.
Yeah, no, but
listen, man, fuck around, find out.
Yeah, my great granddad had to go over there and smack some bums about.
Your great granddad was over there.
My great granddad had to go, and he didn't even take a gun. He went in there bare fist.
Yeah, well.
He just jumped out of plane with a knife.
No bandana over his head.
Bandana around his
Not even a parachute.
He said, "Let's fucking have it.
Let's have it.
Let's fight." He nutted fucking couple stars. It's not stars. It's stars. He's not.
Stasi's with the Russians. Stasi.
We fucking knocked out a couple of them.
So Berlin was. But I'd love to go back over.
Your great granddad weren't there, was he?
No, my granddad was there, bro.
Where was he?
He was God in a tower.
No, then your granddad draft dodger.
No, my granddad. Shut the fuck up.
He was draft dodger.
No, my granddad, my dad's dad, Ernie, who died before I was born, but like adopted dad, but raised him. He was in the Navy. I think he fought in Italy and saw a bit of action and just never spoke about it. Because they were supporting the Americans. They did a landing in Italy and nearly got pushed back into the sea. Like they were like fight, like it was that kind of fight. So and I think he was an engineer, and at one point they was just like, here's a gun, you got to go out there. Like it was like that.
I'll be mad pissed, bro. I've gone over there as a chef. And now they're just like, all right, you got a fucking strap.
Oh,
like, I'm a chef.
Oh, I'm a
fucking chef.
You just instead of grenades in your pockets, just eggs. You're just throwing at them.
Bro, fuck that, fam.
No, there was So it was cool. So then I went down to Leipzig, joined the sort of party of it all, which was good fun.
And was there palace pubs?
Well, everywhere it was very mixed. There was a lot of Royal Volcano. Shout out Royal Volcano, by the way. Absolutely some of the best fans I've ever seen. Sorry that we had to beat. They were fucking wicked, man. They did not stop singing. Absolutely phenomenal support. Really cool left wing club like that. All these Palestine flags, or this one flag that just said working class.
Don't you ever like hear a club singing and go, all right, I just want to watch the game now?
No, it's part of the atmosphere.
I would be. I'd get one. I'd call one of the stewards over and get it shut down.
Got a little monocle.
Yeah.
Have them murdered.
Yeah. I'd be like fucking.
So they were great. So no, there was like palace bars and stuff, and I bumped into a few people that I knew. My dad's arriving a bit later, and I got fucked.
Yeah,
I got fucked.
Was you on the old fucking booze, or was you on the old?
There was a few nose beers.
Yeah,
there was a few
cheeky nose.
There was a couple nose beers. I'm not gonna lie. There was a couple.
What was the quality of nose beer?
Oh, it weren't bad. It weren't bad. I'll tell you what.
A little Moroccan came on the moped.
Listen, brother. Listen, it's why migration works.
Yeah. Little boy came on a little moped.
There was a couple nose.
It looked like have you seen is it 10 blocks? You ever saw it?
No.
10 Blocks. It was like it's like Top Boy, but it's like the Arab mafia in Berlin.
Oh, really?
And anyway, if you would have seen it, would have been good reference.
Yeah, that would have been class.
But yeah,
I'm not up to date with my Moroccan.
a couple little kid dropped off on a little moped.
Yeah. So there was a couple of them sort of floating about. Met up with some people I knew. I got given some pink stuff called Tucci.
Oh yeah,
that before.
Yeah, I've seen that in Colombia.
Oh, I don't know what it did, but I was having a good time on it. And Tucci. So I'm at.
It's like MDMA and coke, right?
I've no idea what it does.
Okay.
I did it.
And this is all allegedly.
Oh, allegedly. We don't. Yeah, allegedly. Really, we should be telling this on the Patreon. And so, bruv, I've got to tell you this. Yeah. So I'm at this bar. We're out in this like sort of circle bit, away from the bar.
Yeah.
But like the toilets around and that. So I'm with a lad on a rack up a couple lines on my phone.
How big were the lines?
Decent size, decent size. Yeah, rack them up, put them there. Some guy just ran over. So guy just runs over, goes, does my lines and just fucks off.
No way.
Fucks off.
And runs off.
Bro, I was like, I was, where is he? Where is he?
Because you can't take it out of his nose. It's gone.
Yeah, I can't call it Mooch saying call the police. I can't. There's no one I can tell. There's no authority I can go to.
So you just ran in.
You just ran in, drive-by'd my lines.
What?
Fucks off.
That's fucking hilarious.
Just ran off.
Then you never saw it, and that was it.
He was gone. He actually put a bit of a dampener on the trip. Like I thought about him I thought about him the other day. I thought that guy really ruined my time out there.
That guy's a king, bro.
Just ran out.
That guy's such a legend. And you know what? He saw an opportunity, he took the risk. And did he already have like the note already rolled up?
Pre-rolled, yeah. Ran over, pre-rolled. He fucking came equipped. Yeah, did that.
What's the word for that? Because you know, like that mind sweep is when people drink the beer.
Yeah.
What's that? Is that just a
line sweep? Line sweeping in Leipzig.
It's a run and gun.
So he just ran and gunned.
German or English?
Palace fan.
Oh, one of your own.
One of my own. Yeah, it'd be the people you trust the most.
One of your own.
Yeah. Keep your circle small, people. Keep your circle small. So that.
Did they give you PTSD? Like every time you were racking up, you're just looking over.
The last of my gear.
No.
I was gutted, man. Gutted.
So sorry, bro.
Yeah, no.
For your loss.
It was. It took me a while. Like I made a bit of a spectacle of it. Wait, I wasn't. Do you know what? I woke up the next day and I was like, "Fuck! I hope no one was recording that." This is a problem.
Oh no, that's on TikTok.
When you're a comedian, and
on TikTok.
You forget. Do you know what I mean? Like,
it's happened to me a couple of times where I've argued with someone or got into a situation and I'm like, "Oh fuck! I hope no one filmed that."
I had one the other day when I took my mum out for her birthday. I went to this Japanese restaurant. There's this new Japanese restaurant, and I was like, "Oh, we'll go there for your birthday."
Oh, your birthday?
Yeah, so I took my mum out.
Shout out Mrs. Still.
Shout out Mrs. Still, and so we
Miss Still.
All right.
Well, she's a divorcee.
All right. They were never married. Well, your parents married?
Yeah.
Yeah,
of course.
What a waste of everyone's day that wedding was. What a fucking waste of everyone's time.
My parents weren't married.
We go to this Japanese restaurant. I've got a shellfish allergy. So I'm just asking about cross-contamination. I go, is the sushi going to be cross-contaminated? And this is where, right, I have a couple of things about this. What do you ever have some like right-wing beliefs that do kind of make, like, to go on this, right? So when my dad got his cancer diagnosis,
taxes.
Yeah, okay, taxes is for you.
Yeah.
But like for me, like you see in the NHS when someone doesn't really speak English. So
That don't bother me.
No, but my dad got his cancer diagnosis in a second language.
Yeah.
Like, so the woman didn't speak English. She wasn't meant to tell him he had cancer. It's meant to be the next day.
Yeah.
But there was this Indian woman on the phone who works for the NHS who was telling him he had cancer. So my dad's been, and not what type. She didn't know what type. So my dad's being looked at, I think it's blood cancer, lymphoma, and throat cancer. She doesn't know which one. So throat cancer, dealable.
What did he have?
He had throat cancer.
He had throat cancer.
But lymphoma is like, fuck.
Did he have the one like Michael Douglas from Eating Pussy?
No, I don't think he had that one. I don't think, fucking, all right. Where the fuck did that come? The fuck are you? What a fucking horrible boy you are. What a horrible man you are. You nasty little boy, aren't you?
He's cunnilingus.
Yeah.
Anyway, you're saying.
I need a minute.
All right, sorry.
Give me a fucking second to
Sorry,
process
sorry.
all
We
of
can edit that out.
No, we can have that in there. Yeah, this entire podcast is unfucking usable so far. I've admitted to a crime compared like
A more bigger crime's been done to you.
a bigger crime has been done
So
to
your
me.
dad, so
she
throat cancer.
So she rings off and she's like, "Yes, cancer. Yes, Mr. Steele, cancer." And he's going, "Fuck, so it's cancer. Yes, cancer." And that's all she said.
But did she grow up in Germany?
No, she's German via India.
Yeah.
I'm saying Indians can be Germans.
Yeah.
So she's gone, yes, you have cancer.
Yeah.
And so we have to go down there, and then she's even more confused to why we've turned up. And it was one of those things.
Because, bruv, you got cancer. Stay at home.
Literally, but she's like, I don't.
You got cancer. What do you want us to do?
Yeah, the cure ain't here. Go on.
Your dad struggling, bruv. Go home, bruv.
That's
Spend some time with your loved ones, bruv.
That's literally what she was doing, but she didn't really speak English. And like the whole time, I'm kind of like, we couldn't have got someone who spoke English to do this. Like, I get the NHS made up of immigrants and stuff, but let's get someone who speaks English to do that diagnosis.
I think it depends what job they're doing. Like, you see the porters, the ones who just take people to their rooms. I don't care what you speak.
Absolutely fine.
You speak your yibba yabba. But you know, fucking, I guess like my doctor, maybe the person telling me I have cancer.
Yeah,
Maybe.
should speak English.
Yeah, but as long as you say the word cancer, you're. And the thing is, she does speak English. She just, I think it was a more accent problem.
No, it was she knew the word cancer and yes.
Yeah, that's kind of all you need to know.
She knew the word. But like, so
Yeah.
then the next day we fight. Well, have I told you that then they fuck him up the next day, because then we go in and they told him the wrong thing. But his cancer was like very treatable.
What they tell him?
They were never specific on what the cancer was. So for all we knew, it was like, so when you're going in for cancer,
It was the worst thing.
you
Cancer. Once you say the word cancer,
yeah,
it's you're just like, oh, I'm dying.
If you got throat or mouth cancer and it's not, basically from what I was able to figure out from my dad when my dad was going through cancer, say you got cancer in your mouth or your throat, as long as it hasn't like spread from the lungs or so, as long as it hasn't crossed to the body, you should be fine.
Okay,
it's treatable.
Yeah.
If you've got it in your lungs or something, okay, a bit more harder, but still treatable depending on the spread. But whether it's moved is the problem.
Yeah.
But this was very early.
About...
Yeah, this is the very early stages. So even if you've got prostate cancer, that's quite dealable.
Yeah.
So
it's like the pancreatitis you're fucked. That's what my friend had.
Really?
That's the worst one.
Really?
Because the time they find it, you're done.
I know.
When my friend, sorry, it's okay. When my friend got, when she found out she had pancreatitis, because she was in hospital for ages, and the doctors come in and said, "Look, I'm really sorry to tell you have pancreatic cancer." And she was like, on a scale of 1 to fucked, where am I? And the doctor said, fucked.
Oh shit!
And I was like, I kind of respect the anti-professionalism.
Yeah,
of just being like, "Man, you're fucked."
They with cancer, innit, is once you've like going through it with my dad and stuff, like it's the thing that most people don't realize about cancer is it's really boring.
Yeah.
Because it's just a lot of waiting around.
Yeah.
Like a lot of it is waiting around. You're just sat in hospitals for hours waiting for someone to come see you. And the thing with the NHS, right? That's all right, mate. You crack that open while I talk about this, about my dad's cancer. You fucking stay refreshed.
Your dad had cancer, but I'm still thirsty. Like, what do you think is going to stop my thirst? I don't have throat cancer. I can still drink.
So my dad, so like when you're first going through the diagnosis, until you get to a good doctor, you're thrown around a lot.
So so how many doctors did he go to before he went to the real doctor?
Tons. You basically, you go through it, and it's a bunch of people. Look, and I get it, man. The NHS is underfunded. They're overworked. Like I understand it, but there's a lot of waiting around.
Well, the problem is because obviously you got your pops and them, man, where it's like cancer and AIDS, like the worst, most like life-threatening. But then there is just people who've just like, I bumped my head.
Yeah.
They've got to do all of it.
Yeah.
It's not like you can just go, all right, it's just this place is only for cancer. It's like you've got to do everything.
Would that
Too much to deal with.
well, that's it, because as well, like me and my dad were talking about this, is like you go in for a meeting about that cancer and they give you some good news. You're like, they've got to do like 8 or 9 of those meetings a day. And some of them are bad news.
Yeah.
So my dad was saying like when he was going through the chemo, because the chemo is like, it's like 4 hours.
And he has to go sit in the room with a drip.
You sit in the room with a drip with a bunch of other people, and the chemo is what fucks them, innit?
Yeah.
Like the chemo fucks.
But he didn't lose his hair though.
No, he didn't lose his hair. He was it fucked him up though. He lost so much weight. He had to we didn't really let people know how bad it was.
At what part was it that he's losing bare weight? And then it's like, you're looking good. Like, is there a stage where it's like, oh, you're looking trim, Mark?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because then because it's like,
yeah, can.
But you go from like, you might be a bit overweight because you're an older man.
It's the
then it goes. Then did it go like just at one point where it's like, oh fucking hell, Mark,
he's got abs.
Yeah, Mark, you're looking glow. And then it's like, oh, you're a sick man.
My dad's cancer mugging people.
Yeah, but then he's a sick man.
Yeah, but
he got bad.
Yeah. I mean, not bad in the sense of like, I was always fine with it because I said to my dad like throughout it all, and to be complete, I've said this to my dad so I can say it on this. Here's where my dad went not wrong with it in terms of his attitude, right? I think when he knew he wasn't gonna die, my dad kind of like not liked having cancer, but he did tell a lot of people very quickly.
Yeah, I get what you mean. It became part of the personality trait.
Yeah. But then he was, because like they're like, this is when the radiotherapy is going to start. This is when the chemo is going to start. So you actually have like 3 months of just sort of fucking having cancer, milling about, doing what you want.
Yeah.
So he's like, I think I'll be all right with the chemo and stuff. And he has a friend who's like quite severely disabled who had cancer before, who went through a similar process with the chemo and stuff, and they were all right.
Yeah.
But I was kind of
disabled pre-chemo.
Yeah. Like through his life, his mate's Pat. He has no legs, one arm. He's like, he was what's that thing that pregnant women took?
I know you're talking about.
Yeah, he was one of those, baby. Yeah, fluid. So he got fucked through that. So he spent his life going in and out of hospital. Amazing man. So he spent his life going in and out of hospital. So he kind of knows how to deal with.
Yeah.
Mentally, I'm
just here.
I'm here. I'm going to be fucked.
Get your book. Get comfortable. You're going to be here for a while.
So my dad starts going through chemo, and like, it hit him hard, man. Yeah. It hit him hard, and he just watched. All he did was watch films, but like not in a fun way. Like he's just on the sofa, fucked. You have to get artificial saliva. Because and there was an operation where they fucked his epiglottis, innit? Yeah.
Yeah. What's your epiglottis?
So the epiglottis is the bit of the throat that like goes between like, so I can breathe, so I can swallow. The epiglottis is smart enough to work out what's what. They cut into the epiglottis. So my dad was having
the surgery. Me.
Was
it just me?
Well, my dad does it, so his lungs are filling with water and that, and I'm like, I just fucked from the surgery. So my dad's like, I need more morphine. But they're like afterwards, like, look, it's going to be a lot of pain, but they say to you, don't give them more morphine because they're going to get addicted.
Yeah.
So my dad runs out of morphine. He's like, you need to get me more morphine. So I ring again. It's the NHS. It's getting a prescription. So I'm like ringing the doctor, speaking in broken English, like I need more. Like I'm like, guys, I need to get this fucking morphine in it. So eventually, I walk down to the doctors, get the prescription. I have to go to a chemist to get the morphine. First chemist don't do it, so I have to go all round. I'm going all round like South London for this morphine. What I don't realise is where I spoke to 3 different people, they filled it in for 3 bottles of morphine. So I get the morphine. I've suddenly got 3 fucking bottles of morphine, right? Nice. And I'm like, oh shit. Well, I got a
pill or liquid.
Liquid.
Ooh.
So
I wish you would put down a bottle of Sprite.
Oh, bro, don't get me wrong. There were some nights where it was calling me like a siren. It was a siren song. So I had the morphine. So I'm like, once my dad's through this bit of the operation, so then they found out he fucked it, because I was like, look, stop whinging, and then I found out he was proper.
What happened to me when I was a kid is I was always, when I was young, I would like make my mum go to the hospital and tell her I broke my leg, and I hadn't. Right?
That's an attention seeking.
Attention seeking. I didn't want to go to school, and I fall off my bike. I was like, my leg's broke up. I can't go to school, and my mate could take me to doctor. I did it a lot, and then one time my mum bought me an electric scooter, and it's like one of them old. It's like when they just came out, and I fell off it, and I'm like, I broke my leg. And mom's like, you haven't fucking broke your leg. And I'm banging on about it to my mum, like, mum, I broke my leg. She takes me to the hospital. I'm walking out and I'm hobbling, like I'm hopping. And
Yeah.
she goes, you walk on it. You haven't broke it. Walk on your fucking leg. Like, stop, you're lying. But I get to the hospital, they do X-ray, and they go, "Oh yeah, he's broke his leg, and it seems to be damaged more." Has he been? But I've never let my mum forget that. Bro.
Fucking hell, bro. Your mum's sadistic.
Yeah, man.
Your mum's like a Japanese prisoner of war camp, making you do a death march.
Yeah, right.
So my dad. So I end up like with these bottles of morphine. So when my dad like is eventually through this bit of the operation after a few weeks, and he's fucked, God bless him, he was fucked. I just threw the morphine out in it. I was like, I got to get rid of the morphine. I can't have hope.
Because you think he would naturally being so uncomfortable, there's a risk he might just keep on taking it.
It was more for me.
Yeah.
It was more like I know I'm gonna come in pissed one night.
Why'd you call your old boy Jamali? What the fuck it took?
I was thinking about Chris putting up on Telegram. I got a couple bottles for sale.
Called your old boy Jamali. You would have come took them off your hands.
I don't really want to become a drug dealer, though. I'm already,
especially giving it to one of your mates. Now he's dead. Because you know I'm not going to do one.
You're not going to dose it, right?
Nah, you know me.
No, so
yeah. So I was going to bring up the other thing, but
what?
The reason I say that is, do you remember when I had like my couple months when I was just banging Xanax?
Oh, bro, I spoke about this before, yeah.
Oh, we spoke about it already?
Yeah, we'll tell it again. Jamali, yeah, I'm meeting before a gig. We're going to Oxford, yeah. And like, our mate had just died. You were going through some things.
Yeah.
And I dealt with it like a fucking champ, you know, but...
That's the reason I was taking them.
Yeah, but you were a bit sad.
I just
right.
enjoyed it.
Like, what?
Yeah, but that was
Why didn't God take me?
Yeah, I tried to jump in the oven with him.
That was a fucking good funeral. His funeral,
very good.
His funeral was a good funeral, man.
My friend Paul Byrne died, and he had a cracking funeral.
Yeah, a cracking funeral. So then, Jamali was on Jamali, and I knew this was going to happen. I said to you when you were on him, I was like, I know Jamali. He's going to do this for 2 weeks, and then just be bored and stop doing it. And then he's going to be like in a few years, you remember what I used to be like with the old Zans? And we're going to be like, you weren't ever a Zan addict. You just did some Zan.
I wasn't a Zan addict, but it was getting uncomfortable for people.
It was getting a lot.
Yeah.
You would be dribbling.
Yeah, I was
you were dribbling.
I wasn't like an addict. Like I wouldn't wake up and I wasn't getting the shakes from not doing it. But me and Elliot went to this gig in Oxford, and I'm on the train, and I'm just dribbling.
Oh.
I love like dribbling. And I did a gig.
Yeah.
And the reason I stopped, and I might have brought this, if I've spoke about this already, I apologize. But for the new listeners, which there isn't any, if I remember I had a meeting with, I think, my agent on like the Tuesday, like on the phone. And he said, in person. And he said to me, and we're chatting. And he goes, what'd you do on the weekend? And I go, I can't remember. Like I just remember the weekend.
Yeah.
And then at the time, a girl I was dating phoned me and we're chatting, and then she goes, yeah, that place was really nice on Sunday. And I went, what the fuck are you talking about? And she went, we went out to eat on Sunday. And I said to her, like, was I acting weird? And she goes, you were completely fine.
Really?
To this day, I cannot remember that dinner.
Fucking hell.
Like it's just like over time, there's like a fragment where I kind of got, I think did we go, but the whole memory is gone.
I've only blacked out once.
Yeah.
And it was on my prom. Our prom was sick. We had a boat that went up and down the Thames the night the Shard, and slipped there. So we go up and down the Thames, the Shard open, sick. Go out with a couple of my mates after, and we're playing Dirty Pint, but it's taking too long. So I'm like,
what's Dirty?
So it's like there's a pint in the middle. You're pouring your drink into it. Whoever draws a certain card at the end, you have to drink the whole drink, right? And this thing's full of vodka, K-cider beer. It's full of nastiness. Yeah, it's just taking too long. So I'm like, fuck it, I'll do it. Yeah, and we're smoking weed. Yeah, so you should never really drink and smoke weed, I think. And I just downed the fucking half of this pint. Yeah. Last thing I remember, I'm in Vauxhall. My mate lived in Vauxhall. We got to walk to Kennington. You know, like those two towers in Vauxhall, those two pillars opposite Vauxhall Station. Apparently, I went thinking like meant to say it's the Denzel Washington monument. I called it the Morgan Freeman monument, right? Right. I'm just fucked. I spew at a bus stop, at my mate's bus stop. I just spew at it. That's the last thing I remember. I do not remember getting to his or waking up. The next day, there was the bus stop was out of service because of the amount of sick. They'd put an out of service sign on the bus stop because of the amount of sick that I'd thrown up over it. Yeah, the 196 bus stop. And
People come in hazmat suits.
bro, literally like it's like quarantine.
It's eating through the fucking metal.
Yeah, it's like a fucking xenomorph's blood. So I wake up, yeah. I'm in this room. I'm in bed. Me and my mate cocktailed. There's another lad who's on the floor. It's this hot summer's night. There's a fan on. My mate, who was like a bit drunk, gets off his bed because his mum's come in the room, and his mum's kicking the fuck off, going, his mum is French, and she's like, Louis, there is sick everywhere. There is sick everywhere. Our other mate during the night is thrown up into the fan, innit? And it's just over the room. His mum's walked in, kicked off. She's like, you've all got to leave now. I get out of this bed. I'm like leaving, going, I do not remember getting back. Like, I do not. That was the only time I've ever blacked out.
There's only one time I blacked out. Maybe one or two times. But the one I remember is I want to say I was about 16. And I was with two of my cousins. And we went to like this one pub. And for some reason, he was just on this drinking snake bite.
Oh, yeah.
So we went to one pub and I think we had about 4 pints of snake bite. Then we went to another pub, probably had about 3 pints of snake bite. And then them two carried on drinking snake bite. And I think I maybe got through 1.5 more, right? And then I remember I had weed on me and I smoked a spliff with my cousin. And then all I remember is that he drove me to his house and I've just collapsed on his bed. I vomited and I just collapsed on his bed out. And then I've woke up and then his girlfriend's there. And I've gone like, where's my cousin? I'm going to say his name. I said, where's my cousin? She goes, he's had to go work. He's drove to work.
Fuck it.
And he's gone and done a shift. Fine. Just how the fuck he's done that? I'm like blacked out. And he's like got up, had a phone call saying you need to come in for a couple hours, and he's gone in.
Well, this is the thing, because you should never smoke weed after drinking. You should drink after you've smoked weed. So like if you've like had a pull on a couple spliffs, because that's what always happens. You get a bit drunk, someone pulls out a spliff.
Yeah,
because weed just makes you feel everything a lot more intense.
The thing is, I think it's because if you're on weed and then you drink, you still have the consciousness to go, I've had enough pints now.
Yeah.
And you may, more time than not, if I ever smoked first, then drank, I would only have one and I'm just sipping it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You just like sip something. But if you're drunk already and then you're smoking, you're just like, give me all the zoots.
Yeah.
Like,
I've done that before where like I was a bit hammered one time at a party and a spliff was going around. I've taken a spliff and gone like just like you're smoking a fag, innit?
Yeah.
And everyone's like, and ended up throwing up in the toilet. It was that like teenage level of drinking that is like a rite of passage in this country, where you start on the Glen's vodka, Smirnoff. Usually start on like the alcohol pops, the WK.
You get the K cider.
K cider, it tastes like piss.
Yeah.
K cider was a big problem at my school. There was K cider. What was the other one? White Ace. White Lightning, fucking hell, like £2, like a big 2 litre bottle of, so it was like strong cider. That was 20. Oh yeah, MK 2020, is it? No, yeah. And there was Aftershock, all of that stuff. Because a lot of alcohol companies, they know what they're doing.
Do you know what we used to get when if it was someone's birthday? What we used to get is they used to get these things called blunt wraps, where it was like silk. It shouldn't have been smoked. It was like you get this silk roll, and it was like a cigar paper, but it'd be like pina colada.
I used to get these all
and
the
then
time.
we used to get a bowl of Alizé. That was fucking good stuff.
That's a throwback. The blunts they used to get, the flavoured blunt. I used to smoke.
Yeah,
the amount of weed I smoked from the age of like 12 upwards was so.
Do you know what? I showed. I was back in my hometown, and I was walking with my boy, and I showed him the place I smoked weed for the first time, and it was literally like it's like a fence that someone's ripped up, and there's just this old shed, and you can see through, and it's just like, I don't know who owns this shed. It's just this little shed, like a little crackhead shed. And I said to my boy, "That's the first place I smoked weed." And he goes, "Bruv, imagine like being a mother and knowing that your 12-year-old baby is in a crackhead shed,
just
doing drugs. Like your mum would never stop crying."
Oh my God, man! It was. We used to go to the toilets in school, because our school was getting all done up.
Yeah,
there was the temporary buildings, the temporary toilets, and would like go into the toilet, smoke a bit of weed, innit? Go to class, and I would just sit in class, absolutely baked out of my fucking mind, and then like my parents wondered why I did so badly at
Yeah,
like
I think
education.
the teachers gave up at me at that point. I started smoking weed anyway, so they didn't really give a shit. Anyway,
How long we done?
we've done 40, and we're gonna do some questions.
Do some questions, but the rest of the questions will be over on the Patreon.
Yeah, okay. So we're gonna do one here.
We'll do one here. We'll give you one free one here. So sign up if you want to hear more. It's £3.50 a month. We haven't really decided how we're gonna do this.
We have
It's £3.50 a month. I think you get audio. £5 a month you get audio and video. I think is what we agreed on.
Yep.
Is that?
No,
I don't know. I don't know. Who I'm talking.
Yeah,
to.
don't talk to Mooch.
Don't talk to Mooch about it. Right.
Yes.
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 So
So then what we're gonna do is we're gonna
For live shows, £5 a month, you get first dibs on ticket as well.
yeah, we're gonna do live shows where Elliot's gonna do stand up and then we're gonna do a live Patreon. Yeah, Elliot's gonna do an hour.
You get to throw darts at
Yeah.
Elliot.
And you'll get to smack Elliot. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna start doing some video content. We're gonna start giving you. We're gonna do the Benidorm trip. We're just trying to wait
Announcing
for a
this
time.
thing.
How we say?
Announcing this thing. You've been announcing it since episode 1.
I found someone to shoot it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I've been working on it.
Yeah, well,
So we're gonna find someone to
we've
shoot
been
it.
working on it. It's just told a story about how he can't remember a weekend from Xanax. This is who's in charge of our fucking...
I'm a homeowner now.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do that.
Homo owner.
Homo. I'm a homo owner. I don't like how much I enjoyed that. So we're gonna do that. So the Patreon is starting now, and we're trying to figure out logistically, but we're trying to figure out a way how you can phone into the show.
Yeah, we're going to figure it out. It's easy.
The
Okay.
producer's saying it's easy.
But yeah, sign up to the Patreon, guys, because we are thousands of pounds down. Like, genuinely, genuinely, this is genuinely, I haven't been able to move out because of this podcast.
Yeah.
And I want to move to a nice area. So give us your money so I can move to a nice area. And imagine like what happens if you give me an income. Imagine the stories I'll come to with it. Imagine the hijinks I'll get.
We want to take this podcast and we want to give you the real, what we actually think, but we want to make it so we make some money first.
Yeah. We have a lot of...
And then we're willing to burn
if we make Mike, we don't want Finverse the history money. We want Mike and Vittorio money.
We want
right?
Mike Vittorio.
Mike and Vittorio money. And then we can say what we really think about Mike and Vittorio and not have to go on their podcast either. That's the dream, where we could come on here and call Mike Rice a cunt.
Yeah.
And that'd be that. That's it. He's a lovely boy. Him and Vittorio.
Cool. I don't really know Mike, but he's a nice guy.
Lovely lad.
From the little I've met him, I enjoy his company. All right. Do you want to read this one out? I think you will like this one.
My sister is going through a divorce. Her ex-husband did her dirty, got caught cheating 4 times. She's walking out with nothing because his bro is a lawyer. I want to stomp him out like on site, but I'm really cool with my niece and nephew. How do I proceed with caution? Yeah, these are some white people. This is a white people problem.
You think it's a white guy
This
problem?
is white people.
Why do you know it's a white people problem?
I just know.
Yeah,
I just know.
like you smell it.
White people want it. There's always...
It smells like milk through the phone.
Yeah, there's no... All right, okay. Fucking hell. We didn't need that, did we? We didn't need that, did we? Unnecessary. Basically, it's like... Because there's no white family that exists without there being like a Israel-Palestine standoff between someone. Like there is a level of
brother-in-law fighting type.
There is like I do not know a white family where someone's uncle hasn't done something and our family wants to come and hit him, but so everyone's got to go. I have a friend. One time we're out, we're having a few drinks, and we're like, "Why aren't you staying out?" And he goes, "I've got to go. I've got to get back for like my niece's birthday tomorrow." Literally, it's this situation. I'm like, why? He's like, basically, oh, my brother sort of cheated on someone in it, and now her family's there. So if it kicks off, I need to be there to back it. Like, yeah. There's always a bit like
It's party.
At a child's birthday.
Look, at the end of the day, what this guy's done is terrible, isn't it? Yeah, what this guy's done is terrible. But she needs to take him to court and try and get some child support.
If the brother's a lawyer though, it's a tricky
Why
one.
don't you get a lawyer then? Hire a lawyer.
Because she's probably not got the money to do it.
Oh,
I think you're fucked. Yeah. Look, I understand the wanting to stamp him out thing. I get that.
Yeah.
And I really understand that, especially when it comes to your family. You got to remember though, firstly, and I say this as someone who has done fighting to some degree, there is always someone who can fight better than you. there is also always someone.
Yeah, you can't have cheating on your sister and then beat you up.
Yeah, brother. If he knocks
Nah,
you
you
out,
can't
that's
have
bad,
that.
isn't it? But you've got to remember as well. I'm not even talking about like going jail or anything like that, because you will. You got
Brother's a lawyer.
brother's a lawyer. You've got to remember, everyone always knows someone, and there's always someone who's willing to take it further than you're willing to go. And if you haven't learnt that lesson when you're a kid, you definitely don't want to learn that lesson when you're an adult. Someone's always got some mate who's a fucking nutter. Look at that Raise the Colours guy this weekend who's gone prison because he beat a guy allegedly to death, right?
Pub landlord.
Pub landlord, yeah. There are people out there who will get into a fight, will knock someone down and stamp on the back of their head and not think about it because they haven't got the emotional or cognitive ability to think about repercussions. I would say, for the repercussions of this, you could go out there and stamp him out absolutely fine. I got a mate one time who was like, he wanted to go batter it was someone's brother for something, and he could knock him out. And I said to him, I was like, having to talk to him because he's not really been in a fight before or anything. I'm like, you could go do that. He will know someone. He will know someone, and some people have fuck all going on in their life, and they're willing to come in and hit someone with a bat and not think about it. And I'm not willing to do that because I'm a fucking pussy.
Yeah.
If someone comes and sniffs a couple of my lines and fucks off, I do nothing. So listen, man.
Quick, bro.
Your sister is going through a shitty time. Be there for her. It's such a male thing what you're doing right now, where you think the answer is to solve it with violence, and I fucking get it. It's more you got to be there for your sister. Maybe you can help out a little bit financially. Is there a night you could go babysit the kids? That's more the thing you should be doing. I know this isn't the funniest of answers, but I don't listen. We want you to be a patron of this podcast.
Yeah,
I don't want
you. Can't do that.
I can't do that if you're in prison.
You can't do that from bricks.
Yeah, brother. If you're getting fucking kettle water thrown over you because you haven't paid off a vape.
Yeah,
you might cancel your subscription.
Exactly, man. So just keep your head screwed on, man.
Keep your head.
And Elliot makes a really good point. And I know we're trying to be a more funny podcast, but it sounds like that you actually have a serious problem. Be a good brother, and being a good brother isn't always punching someone in the head.
You're thinking. I
think as well is because you're not in touch with your feelings, where you can go, hey, maybe my sister just needs a hug. You think everything's solved by, maybe I want to fucking punch him.
I'm gonna go in and fucking kick him.
I kick his head in, and it's just it. And the thing is, you could beat him back, black and blue. It's not gonna take back the 3 times he's cheated on your sister.
Yeah,
and that's the main thing. And you got to look at the good things. Yeah, I get it. It's shitty. You know, she's been left with, she ain't got the house and all of that, and that's fucked up. But at the end of the day, she's out of the situation. So why even drag this guy back into life?
She's not really though, because there's a kids in it.
Baby, come on, don't say that.
Let's not give the guy dishonesty.
But he's not with her.
No, that's fair enough.
That's the main part. He's like, yeah, he's always going to be the dad, but he's not with her. She's escaped that aspect of it.
Why don't you wait till the kids are old enough to tell him what he did and turn him against the dad?
Yeah,
play the long game. Play the long game.
Yeah, play the long game.
Turn them against the dad.
That's a really good point.
That would
be such a great uncle.
That's play them against the dad.
Yeah, play them against.
Well, on their 18th birthday, sit them down and go, well, because you know what your dad's like. And then they're like, no, what's Papa like? And he goes, oh, well, he cheated on your mum a bunch, and then and then we were gonna go do him in, but we didn't want to for you lot, and they'll be like, no. Yeah, that's how you do it, man.
That's how you do it.
That's how you do it. You got emotional warfare.
Emotional warfare. All right, guys.
We're switching on to the Patreon.
We're switching on to the Patreon. We got some good ones.
We got some good questions. We don't know how we're gonna. Yeah, this is gonna be fucking good. We're excited for the. Are we just gonna keep rolling and cut here? Stop then start again. Okay. Thank you for. Oh, there we are.
That's a funny place to.